All right, so I think this is how I'm gonna be talking.
And this is how I'm gonna be talking.
Yay! I'm so yay!
That sounded so forced.
Yay! That's so exciting.
Yay!
We get to listen to that. Anyways, welcome back. This never started, so you didn't come back.
So you didn't come back.
Do you just welcome?
This is your first time here.
Welcome.
Welcome. You know what that means?
Okay. How are you guys doing? That's a good question to ask.
It is, because I feel like you mean it.
I do, because I'd like to know, so let me know. I'm doing well.
I'd like to know too. Besides having symptoms, I am doing pretty good too. I feel successful right now, and I feel like I actually can reach into discomfort and be okay with it.
Okay,
you know, and
yeah.
it's not
funny.
Tragedy.
The other day I was like, man, like, because I stopped doing something that was actually benefiting me, but I knew it was like not, I shouldn't have been doing it, so I just, not shouldn't have, but I just was like, I don't need to be doing this, because I'm so comfortable. And the other day I was like, oh, why did I stop doing that? Like, what the fuck? It seemed so stupid at that moment, because I was like, why am I making this harder for myself? Like,
yeah,
what
exactly.
the fuck? But
exactly.
It's because I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to make myself uncomfortable so I can grow, get stronger.
I think that we all have times where we are uncomfortable, like we don't even want to be uncomfortable. So we're uncomfortable with trying to be uncomfortable and be okay with it.
Yeah, it's like the accepting it part that's like, are you going to or not?
It was basically on my mouth for a second. It was a complete
you were
accident.
basically eating it for a second.
Yeah. I'm hungry. Just kidding.
I'm hungry.
That's the ugliest joke of all time. Please forget that I said that. This is so funny.
I don't know whether to just.
That's why I love
stop.
doing my research this semester.
Oh.
Because, like, the stuff that I talk about isn't uncomfortable to me because, well, it has been a little bit with these people because I haven't talked about this in depth with everybody before, and a lot of these people are actually my friends, but that's just because that's what I got when I reached out, and that's just the easiest to schedule. But my research is on sex education.
So
I'm basically talking to people about, like, what do they remember from their first experience learning sex education in school, and what could stem from that. So all the conversation goes around after that.
So you just show up with one question?
No. Oh, I have like 10 questions. I have like 15 questions by now.
Okay.
But I only had like maybe 8 to 10 questions at first.
Yeah.
Besides like the basic like name, gender identity, sexual identity, and racial identity. My professor told me to add that. I forgot to add that for some reason. I don't know why, but I forgot to put that originally in my paper. So that was pretty funny.
How dare you forget?
But it was funny because my professor was like, wow, this is amazing. I was not expecting your questions to be so good right away. I was expecting you to have to edit them and then send them back, but you can use all of these. And I was like, that's amazing. I was like,
that is.
And you know what? I had literally did that like right then and there. I had typed that up like maybe 30 minutes or an hour beforehand.
Wow.
That was really nice. I feel like this is why procrastination happens a lot to people, is because they do the last possible minute thing, and guess what? They pull it out of their ass. Yeah. And I can. That's like one of my superpowers.
It's crazy. Like, you just think the whole day, you're like, man, I really should be doing this. I just don't want to. Like, I really don't want to fucking do this. But then you get to it and it's like 8 o'clock and it's due at 11:59 and you're like, fuck.
Oh fuck.
I really need to do this shit.
And then you're not even at the library until 9:30. Because that's literally me last night. But guess what? Turn my thing at 11:52.
Cause you power.
You power fucking through. And I was bold, man. I was having conversations with people.
See, that's crazy. That's even crazier.
Because you know what? Because I knew a strategy.
She knew.
If you want to know that strategy, you gotta hit me up. Because I'm not talking about it on here. That would be the biggest mistake of my fucking life.
She's so proud of this, guys. Like, if you ever get a chance.
So smart.
Yeah, ask her
probably
about
a lot of people know about it already. I bet you they do.
I'm
if
sure.
I talk about it.
I'm sure. I mean,
it's so funny.
I
really
was
happy
just
about this.
I was just in a group, and we were supposed to turn it in literally the night before, but of course we're gonna start. The presentation isn't until like the end of the day.
So of course we're not gonna start till the day of. What the fuck? You got me
Of course
up.
we're gonna take as much time as we fucking need until the presentation, you know. So.
Because that's so stressful. I cannot. Honestly, I don't understand. We have so much time at the beginning to get so much shit done, and yet a lot of people we don't do it.
We just don't. I don't know
why. Because we're stressed out. We don't want to do it. We want to live like we're like, oh man, I wasn't ready for this semester. Like that's me. That's what I was saying. Like I just gotta stop telling myself that. I gotta be like, yeah, I'm ready for this, man. So next semester, the last semester that I'm gonna be here.
It's always next semester. Next semester.
What? It is always that. That's literally the story of my life.
This semester was supposed to be that one for me, and
but I am doing actually pretty good this semester.
I've only
not done one assignment.
I'm not doing terrible. We won't talk about this.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, back on something else. It was literally like a complete different storyline.
Literally, but that's how it works.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah. So,
what do you want to get back to?
The questions you were asking people questions.
Well, I don't know if I want to expose all my questions, you know. Actually, it's fine because I was going to send out a survey anyway that if people wanted to participate in, that they could, because I felt like
Survey Monkey.
Yeah, well, I did Google Docs.
Oh,
because that's my thing.
That's
my favorite thing.
She does Google Docs.
I'm a Google person. Even though it's like, yeah, I submit my data, like for them to use on all websites. That's what Google is. Like, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, because I mean,
it's okay. It's okay.
A form is definitely more easy.
They have a lot of services for free, and it's just like it's the most accessible thing if you even have a computer and you have Wi-Fi and access to Wi-Fi. So I'm like, why not? Like,
why not? Cheers.
So, cheers. So,
man, I can't wait to make spaghetti.
I put the questions on in there, and I can't wait to taste that. Oh my god, are you guys in those like the special?
The special noodles.
They have like how many grams of protein?
25 grams. It's like
we're obsessed with that fucking packet of protein.
25 grams of protein. It's because it's made from garbanzo beans.
Garbanzo beans. Oh my god, I was obsessed with those.
Is it garbanzo or garbanzo?
Garbanzo.
Zo or za?
Za. Garbanzo. No, it's garbanzo. Garbanzo beans. Or they're called chickpeas. It's the same thing.
Okay, we'll say they're made out of chickpeas, and they are very high in protein. I haven't tasted them yet,
so
but
excited.
the reviews said it tasted very like similar, and the reviews said that it was good. So I bought it.
Yeah.
Cause why not? Like if I can have pasta, so I'm getting all these carbs and I'm getting a bunch of protein.
I'm obsessed with eating pasta. That's like my favorite thing to make.
In addition to the meat that I'm gonna put in the pasta, because it'll make it spaghetti.
Oh yeah, for
it's gonna be a really hearty ass fucking nice ass meal. And right now I am obsessed with buying the best of the best ingredients for myself, and and really just enjoying the food that I can make at home, because I'm finding that I am craving fast food and I just indulge, because I am one to just listen to what my body, like if I want it, I'm just gonna eat it, like, and I'm trying to do better, so I'm like just trying to learn how to make the things that I am wanting to like eat out. Some stuff like it's unavoidable, like, you know, like ice cream. I love ice cream.
I have ice cream in the freezer right now.
Yeah, so
like, okay, so this thing that's the most recent that relates to that I was just thinking about was Chick-fil-A, because a lot of people are realizing, oh shit, that they do give their money to anti-LGBTQ.
That shit is like really a slap in the face, but
it
then
really
you're like,
is.
oh yes,
But there's nothing that tastes just like it.
Like
and
the
that's
greatest
the shittiest
slap in the face ever.
Also, if you think about it, this is what I had to think about. What makes me not get it? One, even though the people are nice there and everything,
excuse me.
You feel so sluggish after you eat it. You feel so tired and so bloated and full.
That's very true.
Because you're not supposed to really eat it. Like, I mean, the French fries, that's totally fine.
I feel like I dare you to put the mic to Shishi right now.
Oh God,
and see if she says something.
Shishi. Oh man, come on. That was amazing. Hi, Lily.
It's
okay,
so funny. Okay, you sit there.
Yo, I'm sad. I had a big Hero 6 Baymax keychain on my shoe.
So where is this going?
Oh, I'm looking at my shoe right now. So I was thinking about it.
Oh.
And I was walking down the stairs of our place, which I never do because I never go down that way. And I fucking didn't take enough step further on the step. So the keychain got kind of stuck on the back or on the ledge of the step previously that I was on. And so my keychain fell off and I found it, like I picked it up, but it like kind of broke it because now it's like a little stuck open and I don't know if I want to put it on there yet. So I have to like find a way if I can bend it. I'm just really sad because even though
pliers or something,
it was just like a part of me at that point. I just really liked it on my shoes. Like I had it up there for like almost 2 months now, I feel like.
Yeah.
But that was all that I thought about.
Okay.
What were we talking about before that? The Shishi thing?
I was gonna ask what you learned like when you were asking your question, like what did you get out of that?
Oh wow. Okay, so so much because I hate doing this. Like nobody should ever compare themselves to another person. But obviously, since I'm interested in this, I compare myself to other people and like what they experienced and like what I did compared to them. Because I obviously had a different timeline than everybody else. Like for most of my life, I'm not gonna get too deep in this, but like I didn't start really doing anything till like I was 17, 18 years old. So a lot of people have different storylines than that. That's what I found so far, and I haven't really interviewed that many people. But most of my research is going to be small interview based. Like I'm doing about maybe 8 to 10 interviews, depending on how many I could schedule. And then whoever answers a survey, that will be my own information. But I'm not going to include that in there because my professor told me to focus on interviews. Because it's like too time consuming to have to focus on a survey and have to do the data collection and the chart drop and everything for that. But I'm talking like I really know what I'm talking about, but I don't do that stuff. So I'm more of a one-on-one storytelling type of interview based person for research. I like that better. It seems like that's more accountable and more respectful and more truthful and more relatable.
So like
to the real data at hand. Like the data that people, it's just the big numbers and stuff. Like there's so many complications to stuff that real like scientific researchers do because they're not getting the reasons why their numbers are like the way they are. Because there's reasons like people don't answer certain things truthfully on things because of a lot of implications, or the research isn't done on all populations, or everyone has access to it, or like something that that I learned last semester, because I haven't taken a sociology of education class, sadly. I hope to take one next semester. But the SATs, this makes so much sense to me now. The SATs are written for white people. Sense.
It's clicking.
Like it makes sense. Like they're written for white people. Like if you read it, it's literally upper class vacation shit. It's like English, fucking white centric, Eurocentric
can't relate to
world.
that stuff. And if you can,
and you can't relate to it, you don't know what the fuck it is. Then you have an extra layer of a question you have to figure out.
That's true.
To even do the work. And that just prevents someone even further from getting into college and furthering
All
their
because
education
of
if that's what
that.
they want to do. All because of the fucking test. That's a huge thing.
A damn test. I took that once and I was like, that's good enough for me, and I never took it again.
I think I took it twice.
I definitely could have taken it again, and I definitely planned on taking it again, but I was not trying to take that shit again.
I didn't do good. I didn't do that much better. I suck at testing. I'm not good at that. I'm way better at writing and discussion based, improving my knowledge.
Okay.
That way.
Oh, rather than
choice. Yeah, because I just get freaked out and like,
you
I guess I was better at it when I was
instinct.
younger because I was on honor roll the whole time I was in school. But like college is so much different for me.
Okay.
I guess. Like I get better grades on my tests that do writing based exams because a lot of professors do that.
You just write everything.
What?
You just write everything.
Yeah, in my journal, I literally write like multiple pages per day of journaling because I could write forever.
I've been writing in a little. You've seen it, little book.
Yeah, I love that.
And I've been writing very, very small.
My backpack's all over there.
Normally, it's funny because I keep just switching between different notebooks right now. Like, I started this a little over a year ago, like last January 2018. Is when I really was like, okay, I'm gonna journal every day.
Yeah. And you've done it every single day?
No.
Me neither. I was like,
it just doesn't happen because sometimes I don't want to be honest with myself, or I don't want to be writing this stuff down, or like if I'm.
Oh yeah.
So
you don't want to remember
at the same time, I feel like I should write it down because then I could really go back and see like how things were, what happened, like if I wrote about something and then my perspective changed and I'm like, wait, what actually happened, or like I want to revisit an event or something.
I decided that I was like at the end of March, and I was like, okay, April is gonna be the first month that I write actually every single day. So it doesn't matter if I write about the day on the next day, because a lot of times I go to sleep like so early and like so late at night that it's the next day already, but I'll really be writing about the day that I just had. So I decided I was going to do that. Obviously it's only the second day of the fucking month, but I'm gonna write today because I realized I'm not just gonna wait until bed time. I'm gonna like write before doing homework a lot of times, because I used to do that like a while ago, and that helped me focus more on my work because I wasn't even thinking about all the shit that had happened to me during the day.
That's true. When you get it out,
and that's the smartest fucking thing ever, because it works. I don't know about y'all, but I've been thinking about everything constantly.
Me too.
Well, sometimes I don't, but like yesterday I was doing really good focusing on my paper when I was doing it, but I have to listen to a like very specific, like pretty wordless music. Like high energy, let's fucking rage EDM, fucking headbanging shit.
Really?
Because it like makes me feel like I have to go fast, and I go and I just like go fast.
And you just do that shit.
Like I listen to Slushy's live mixes. I don't listen to their actual like the stuff they have on Spotify. I listen to like their live mixes, like Marshmello, Ghastly, Alice in Wonderland. Man, I want to listen to Diablo more, because when I saw him live, when I saw Alice in Wonderland and Dylan Francis, he was so good. He was so fucking hard, and like it sounded so evil, and it matched his name because his name is Diablo. And I was just like, this is amazing. I was like, I wish that he could have performed longer.
Yeah.
And maybe that there was like, I think I've seen his name on a few festivals, I think, so maybe he is getting way bigger. But I was like, maybe somebody should have gone before him. If you've seen him on
festivals, and he's
like, oh my god, he was so good. And that was awesome. I love that shit.
Okay.
I love when people are not afraid to test people's like waters and test their comfortability with like going really fucking hardcore, because it feels good to be put outside of your comfort zone with bass and hardness and like, I don't know,
bass and hardness, bruh.
Fuck you. I just like that shit. It's dirty.
Honestly, I cannot wait to make the spaghetti. Like
Oh my god.
Oh
wait, I want to talk about the noodles that I got, because I got so the ones that I showed you, I have edamame noodles, and they had like 27 grams of protein and high in fiber, it said too. And then I also got black soybean spaghetti noodles.
Oh wow.
And they had about the same amount of protein and fiber.
Oh yeah, the soy.
But I was like, isn't that amazing? And they're black noodles that looked so pretty. I'm so excited. I can't wait to like
black
make them.
Noodles. I don't think I've
I've never seen that before.
You never seen it before?
No, it says organic everything on it. Yeah. I've never seen that before, but it was in the same pile. Like, it was in the same section as the edamame one. So I was like,
where did you shop at?
Aldi.
Wow, they have that at Aldi?
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
In their pasta section. I was like,
Okay.
ooh, I gotta get this. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I got
Part of me
from-
was like, maybe I need to fucking do a YouTube video about this, because this shit looks like this is good as a bitch.
Delicioso.
And I love pasta so much. Like, that's no matter
That's
how
one of
many
my
fresh
favorite
things I buy, I always buy stuff to stock the pantry with pasta, because that's my favorite thing to cook. It's so easy. And you could put so many vegetables in it if you have...
You can really put anything in it.
You can really seriously put anything in it and it will still taste okay.
Yeah.
Like...
It'll at least taste okay.
Spinach. I've done spinach. Like, you could do Alfredo with spinach. Or you could even do red sauce with spinach.
See, the sauce is like... As long as you have some sauce, you could put whatever in there.
Yeah. You could do mushrooms. That's what I do. Grace does onions. And we do peppers sometimes. Onions and peppers. Green onions.
Onions.
I mean, green peppers. Yeah. Wow. All the seasonings. What else?
I never understood, like, when you mess up and people go blah, or like,
did I do that?
Well, it's just like a really...
It was an accident.
No. I'm not saying you do it. I'm just saying, like...
No, I did never understand when people did that.
I noticed people do that.
It draws more attention to
and
you.
I'm like, oh, I avoid trying to do anything like that, because it's like...
I do too.
I don't know.
If I did that...
And it's like the shyest people do it, so it's so confusing to me.
Oh... Wow, you know what? I just realized that. I wonder if it's because they think it's like a way of a backspace.
Maybe.
Like,
it's just
delete
like,
that.
it's just how. Because you've just blurted more. Worse.
Yeah.
Like, that's worse than
that's
what you...
True.
It's like the backspace error notification.
That's so true.
Was worse than the actual
you know
mess
what?
up.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's not
What
being,
is it?
It's not being present in the moment. Because if you were present in the moment, you wouldn't care about trying to backspace it. You would just be like, oh, I mean to say. Or you wouldn't even say that. You would just be like, blueberries. If you had accidentally...
Speaking of blueberries, I just got...
That's wild that...
18 ounces of blueberries.
and I have like a container that's probably like maybe 4 ounces?
No.
3 ounces? It's a blueberry one. It's like this big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah. I'm saying
3 or 4 ounces is not a lot. Like,
one of
mine is 6. One of yours is 6. Yes.
Oh wow.
That's why I'm like 3 or 4 ounces is way more than 3 or 4 ounces.
Fucking 1 or 2.
1 or 2. It goes up, you idiot.
No, I thought you said that yours says yours was 6 in that one.
Yeah, and yours is bigger than mine, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. What the fuck's wrong with me?
We're not.
That's so stupid.
Like, what are you counting right now?
Oh,
numbers
God.
go up.
Fuck, what the fuck is wrong with me? Maybe it's like...
Not that numbers don't go down, but when something is heavier...
Yeah, it's probably 8.
It's probably, like 8 or 10.
Yo, I saw something... Oh, this pissed me off. This is something that's so small that I will never understand and that I don't know how to get over. But... when you see products that have like multiple things in them and it says like 19, like, oh, it has 19 of this in there. What the fuck? You literally couldn't do me a favor, a good solid old one, and fucking put a number 20 in there?
Wait, what?
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna buy a product and you can't put a full round even number?
Wait, what kind of product are you talking about?
Well, one, cough drops. I was looking at cough drops and there was 19 in the package. And I was like, strictly, I'm not buying that anymore because, yes, quantity. I'm so sorry. I should have said that. I said 19 or something.
I was like, 19.
Like when you're buying something, so like when you're getting, okay, Baker's dozen's the only thing that I'm okay with because it's number 13. That's my favorite number.
Okay.
But there's so many things I've seen. It's like 17, 9, like 5, package of 3. Like, okay, really? Like,
I was just like in Elwood.
How often?
I don't know if you Richmonders know about Elwood Thompson's.
Oh my god!
But I'm newly obsessed with that.
Let me talk about
store.
this. Let me plug them right now.
Let me plug them
right away.
It's like a mini Whole Foods.
Is that where you bought your groceries from?
No, I buy them from Whole Foods.
Oh.
Anyways, me and my friends went there.
So funny.
Me and my friends went there or whatever, and I was in there, and that was a lovely. It was a lovely ass store. She's crying because the orange is done.
I'm addicted to these. They're so good. I literally eat like 3 or 4 a day, and I want another one right now.
And I'm standing in there, and I'm like, wow. There was literally like very minimum packaging in that, like they're freshly prepared food stuff, and like the cookies I got, they weren't like packaged or you just get them and then you could just hold them or whatever. But I was like, wow, like why is everything so packaged? Like that's the what you're paying for, is you're not really paying for the item, or it's like the packaging is what really costs. The shipping and the packaging, the travel, all that bullshit. It's like, man, why can't we just have local groceries? Like, what is what, like,
because
why?
if everybody was,
but I guess some area it's like we would be limited to stuff.
That's true, but if we just like, because there are other farms and other places in Virginia that make other things that we could get, or places just in the neighboring areas.
Yeah, well, yeah, neighboring areas too.
If we just, I hate saying it, but like, because it's kind of like there is problematic stuff in farming still.
Yeah, it's like that's not the cleanest thing either.
Though.
But honestly, I'm like, we could just. And then you could get however much you want, because waste is really big right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you only got if you really, every time you got exactly what you needed.
If you measured out exactly what you needed.
Exactly. And you can get
That's
however
true, because
much
I guess the 3
wanted.
peppers thing is like, it's forcing you that you have to go back. Maybe 4 peppers they tested, and maybe 4 peppers is too many for people, and they've always ended up wasting that one. Maybe that's what it is. I just have to tell myself that's what it is, because I don't know. I don't like having to have to go to the grocery store so many times, but I don't want to buy 4 fucking packages.
Yeah. And it doesn't stay fresh anyways. That's why I'm like, honestly, I do like getting my groceries delivered. I really do.
I love going to the store. I know. Oh, it's free?
Yes, that's why I do it.
How is it free?
It's free over $35.
Oh my fudging God.
So now that's why I shop at Whole Foods now, because I don't even have to go.
And I'm already spending that amount of money at the well, depends on how much stuff you can get for the same
But
price,
I feel like if you're crafty, like,
yeah, that's true. Oh well, I'm about to look into that now, because I just like going to the grocery store because it's like fun for me to do that. It's like a way to get out of the house
it's fun sometimes, but I feel like when I really can just look at everything that they have on that, like the app,
that's true.
It's just easy. Like it's easier.
Like going to the grocery store,
and I don't end up picking up things like random things.
That's true too. Wow, that's a good point to that. This is still recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, because that would be a tragedy.
That would be a tragedy.
Hey,
I just
yo, my cat.
Do you listen to Thundercat?
On me. Who? Doja Cat?
Doja Cat. Let's talk about
Thundercat?
Yeah.
Oh, freak! Yes, I freaking love him, dude.
I feel like.
Oh my.
Okay,
God.
I haven't listened to him yet, but I just figured out who he was, and I'm going to listen to it.
I was looking into him more, and I can't remember exactly his bio right now, so I feel kind of jerky for like getting that excited about him and then can't really speak about it. But it was a little bit ago, but. Like, no, seriously, I remember when I was reading that, I was just like, dude, if I ever get a chance to meet him, that would make my life, because he's a cool ass person.
He's a cool ass.
And I like his music.
He is cool. He's
I like his music, cool. and the name is awesome, and
yeah.
the vibes I get from the music.
Mhm.
My favorite song is "Them Changes."
Oh, okay.
That might be one of his top songs. I have no idea, but that's like the song I have.
I'll
saved
keep
on
that
my
in mind.
playlist.
I'm trying to really get back
It
into
literally
just
is like one of my favorite songs.
the underground. I love underground music so
I know.
much. And I've gotten away from, like, I be really in the mainstream right now. Well, not now, but before I was like just really trying to be hip on like what everyone was listening to, but that's not really
I was
like
trying to do that too because
my
I
thing.
never understood
It's just
all
I
the
just
people that people
hate
talking about.
I just hate like not know, and I will keep listening to that stuff just to be hip on it, but I'm not gonna force myself to like.
I guess that's what I do what you're talking about because I listen to like the radios made of the playlist that I have, and then I go to those artists and they don't have half as much of a following as the people that are so popular now and stuff like that, but they're really awesome people, and I really like the music, and it's super inspiring. Like when I can make playlists so easily from those things and get inspiration like visually and like musically, oh my gosh, it makes me so happy.
Oh my golly,
because I like having multiple outlets. I like having multiple outlets and being able to like, I don't know, like draw from that,
draw from it,
from their ideas, and I could credit them and be like, yo, thanks for doing that, thanks for giving me these feelings and bringing this up.
And I like reachable artists
because it makes you think about stuff. Yeah, and I like reachable, and I like seeing the stuff a lot, and I really like painting based from songs that like remind me of times in my life. They don't have to remind me of times in my life either. They could, but they couldn't. Maybe we should turn the dryer noise off because it keeps going off.
You probably can hear that, but I mean,
and
it's
the
like,
fire,
you know,
the other thing is going off too.
Are you really gonna care? You know,
that shoe is just something. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, the visual, the art stuff.
Yeah.
Just like I like getting into new mediums, but it's so weird because I really enjoyed art class growing up so much that that's the way I like to learn to do art, because I don't know what to look for in videos exactly for certain like mediums and things that I want to learn and what to do.
Yeah.
And I like the direction that the art teachers always gave me, because I was always really close with them and I really liked them and how they gave direction, because they would teach us like a certain artist and then teach us all about the behind the scenes of what they were doing and the history of it and everything else. And we got to really understand them and then look at their art and understand their art. So I could really, like, before when I obviously knew their names really well, I could really pick it out and know right away from looking at stuff what certain stuff was, and I liked that. And then we got to make stuff that was like kind of similar to their style, and I love doing that because all art is imitated from other art.
Oh, here we go.
What the hell?
You know,
what's going on these days, man?
What is going on these days?
What's in the freaking water, my bro?
No, it's that damn fluoride. It has to be.
It has to fucking be.
I'm just kidding.
Do we have to get some filtered water for you sluts?
Yeah, I'm like, I just have been drinking spring water, just like from Whole Foods, because that's the only water I could get.
How much is it?
It's like $3.
Okay, that's good.
For like a 12-pack or something.
There's water at you know, the old place that I'm not gonna say the name, but it's like $4.99 for a 24-pack, I think.
Well, yeah, it's
pretty cheap.
I just like getting it delivered to my house.
Yeah, so. That's true. So sorry.
I don't like walking with a pack.
That's
of water.
true, but it's just a little exercise. Well, we could get a wagon. I always want a wagon so badly. This is like, this is literally probably
I'm gonna get my wheels.
The 500,000th time I've said that in my life. Now that I want a wagon
getting
again.
My wheels soon.
What? Your car? My wheels. What were we talking about before? With the food?
Invest in high quality ingredients.
Yes.
Because your food would taste so good. Like, you'll.
And don't be scared to eat vegetables. Like, fruits are good for you too, but they have a lot of natural sugar. So vegetables are healthy.
It's natural doesn't mean it's like amazing.
Yeah, it still is.
You can still
like
have
sugar.
too much.
You still have to eat, and also don't be afraid to eat raw, because that's the best way to
You
get
get
the
everything.
natural, the most nutrients, because it won't be cooked out of it. A lot of people overcook their food, and if it's really this isn't shade at people that I know. I'm just saying, like, it's just a common thing. It happens.
Who said that?
What?
Who said that?
Nobody. I'm just saying that as a disclaimer. Who said that? Who said that? Yeah. Like, shut up. So, but yeah, don't be afraid to eat it raw. Like, obviously you can put some dip on it, you know, or whatever you want.
Don't be afraid
Mix
to eat
it up.
it raw.
Make a salad.
That
use
is the
dressing.
title, ladies and gentlemen. Don't
That
be
was
afraid
horrible.
to eat it raw.
That was horrible. Oh my god. I can't believe I just trapped myself like that. Oh god. I'm sorry, mom and dad.
Oh,
That's funny.
that is.
I just like joking around.
I should have been keeping track of the time because
I haven't been.
I haven't.
I honestly, it feels like only 10 minutes. 20.
I really don't
I have
know.
no clue.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. It feels like we're in a portal.
Because I haven't been looking at the time.
You
and
haven't been?
No.
What are you looking at? Anything? Not on there.
I was just looking around, like
Just glancing.
yeah. So I might
Okay.
just glance, making sure everything's still looking good.
Yeah.
The wave from, like, I'm checking the audio levels a lot too.
Oh, that's good. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
It is still recording, right?
Yes.
Okay. Girl, that's like one of my nightmares. Okay.
That's why I said, like, that's what I'm also looking at.
Okay. Yo,
Oh,
I really
man.
want to get on the wave of buying oat milk, because I tasted that and
Mm.
it's so wholesome and it tastes so good.
Wholesome.
It's really fulfilling. Like, it tastes so
I've
good.
never
It
been a
really
milk
does taste-
drinker.
I haven't, but like I never had dairy milk. I always grew up with soy milk. So that's
Okay.
why I was able to drink milk. So that's why I'm okay with
Uh-huh.
it. But like when you cook with milk, you know, or if you like to have it with hot chocolate, I don't know.
Mhm.
Sometimes
I wasn't
like,
a
or
big chocolate
cookies.
fan either, so
Oh well, that's where we're different.
that's a common side item for chocolate. It's milk. I don't like.
I keep hitting the microphone on my face or my glasses or something. It's so funny.
I can't wait to hear those.
Those little dings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, quit it, you know? Quit it.
Man. But yeah, this first episode. Really excited. I'm ready to.
I'm feeling the same excitement this whole entire time. That's why it feels like barely any time has passed, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because we will never run out of things. We could never run out of things to talk about.
Probably.
We never have before. Why would it change?
I don't know. Sometimes
We experience so many different things.
That's true.
Like, God bless America. You know what I figured out the other day?
What?
The whole story about Magic Man. You know what I'm talking about?
Please
Bear?
enlighten me.
Bear?
Oh.
That whole story, like, I haven't even told to some people that are in my life now currently, that are currently in my life right now.
Yeah.
That story has never
Some
even
of y'all
graced
don't
their
even know
presence.
about
And that's the
this.
funniest shit of my fucking life, because I'm like, wow, that was like truly traumatizing. But also, like, I'm over it.
It's like
for the most part, except
you
for
kind of did it to yourself.
I did see him the other day. Fuck you. Sorry, I like to be nice and give people the benefit of the doubt. That's
don't
what
even
it
know
is. What?
You don't. You didn't even know him. I mean, you know, it's fine.
He was nice.
You can do it.
I didn't have
yeah.
any bad vibes the entire time.
No, like, just do
That
it.
sounds so pretentious.
But
I didn't have bad vibes the entire time, but dude.
those vibes were fun, man.
They were such good vibes, bro. I was just vibing so well with them. We were chilling, yeah, bro.
We were vibing the
We're
fuck out,
fucking
you know.
smoking, yo, on the porch. And we're just like, yeah, bro, we're totally vibing and chilling.
Vibing and chilling. Yo, I feel like it's worthy to like take a break and like make that food because
Oh, because you just keep thinking about it and now you're starving.
yeah, like
Wow, I'm sad.
I was only waiting for.
What if we just
hunger to
move it
come
into the
back.
kitchen?
It still would have to be paused.
True. All right. Would you want to do that or
No,
No.
I have to. I'm not about to hold this when I'm.
Oh
like,
yeah,
trying to-
that's true. I forgot about that.
It won't. It really won't take that long. So it's like.
I forgot about that. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can listen to it, process it.
Yeah, good idea. Because there's so many things that we could bring back up because we didn't even finish any part of our
And
conversation.
we were like, oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah,
I feel like that's gonna happen.
that is definitely gonna happen.
Okay, well,
That was beautiful.
we're gonna take a break,
It was fun.
A spaghetti break.
fun.
lunch break, dinner break.
I was like, lunch? The sun is down. My home.
The sun is down, bruh.
Oh, it's only 9:32.
And,
Wow, fucking. This has only been 30 minutes.
It's 9:32 right now.
We've only really been doing this for like 30 minutes, I think.
Okay. We're gonna go have a good old time, come back,
That's actually a grand idea.
and we'll come back better than ever, ready to review the spaghetti. And I would love some garlic bread, but I only have wheat right now.
Well, you can make some makeshift garlic bread. I have
It's
butter.
nasty.
Really? I like that. Tastes fine to me.
It's like the cheese and the wheat, it's like not the same as like
Oh, you put cheese on it?
yeah, for the garlic bread.
You're
Cheesy-
saying it like
cheesy
it's like
garlic
so
bread.
obvious. Oh, I don't do that all the time.
I love it. It's so good. It's
Man,
like if there's
I've
two
just thought
options and I can pick either one, I'm gonna pick the one with the cheese on
I'm
it.
so excited to do the interview with Grace and Megan too.
Yeah, me
'Cause
too.
I just thought about that.
Me too.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're gonna talk about, but it'll be cool to see how their personalities unfold because this is a different thing for some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like people aren't like people. Some people are a little shy about it sometimes. You know,
Some people are
or
shy about it,
anxious.
you know?
Fuck you.
Okay, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up, take a break, a spaghetti break,
Spaghetti.
and come on back
Better than
after
ever.
this.